I'm live. Hey, y'all. Guys, I was at the Avengers Infinity War premiere. I was there. This is my pass. I was a guest. I was there. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was everything I could have hoped and dreamed of. It was fantastic. It was so good. I'm just waiting for people to join me. Just sit here and wait for people to join me. Somebody gave me a thumbs up, but it says nobody's here watching. This is crazy. I don't trust this ever. Now it says somebody's watching, but I have 2 thumbs up. What? It's so weird. Hey, Dusty. It's so weird, right? Why does it say that? Oh, now it says 2 people and 2 thumbs up. Crazy. Dusty, I'm so glad that you have seen Infinity War already so we can talk about it. This was my badge, guys. I got to wear this. I was there. It was awesome. I sat in the very front row. Look, I sat in the very, very front row. It was amazing. I cried the whole time. Like the entire movie, I cried. You can't, you're still crying. Great. Then we've got nothing to talk about, Dusty. Then we've got nothing to talk about if you're still crying. When did you just last night, right? You saw it? So I saw it last Monday at the premiere. I was there. I was one of the first people to ever see it. I was there, guys. Hey, Amanda. Amanda was there too. We were there. She was sitting like 2 seats over from me, I think, 2 or 3. And we were there. And we watched it and we cried. I think Amanda even teared up. And I'll tell you guys, because this is spoilers welcome. Spoilers. Aw, I'm choppy. Amanda, you suck. Anyway, there's spoilers here, okay? But Amanda has been wanting Bucky to die. That's all she talks about. If you may have badges. I'll have to show them all. Yeah. So she wanted Bucky to die, right? But her favorites are Black Panther and Spider-Man. So when Black Panther disappeared, I literally looked over at her down the aisle and I said, "That's what you get, Amanda. That is what you get, Amanda. That's what you get for wanting Bucky to die. They killed Bucky, sure, but they also killed your guys, your boys, right? They also killed Black Panther and they also killed Spider-Man, which Spider-Man was hard. Oh boy, Spider-Man was hard. I did totally I did when Bucky disappeared. When he dusted, I went, oh, he's dust now, and that is your fault, Amanda. Then they got rid of Black Panther, and I was like, ha! Ha! That's what you get. That's what you get. Spider-Man scene was heartbreaking. It was tough. It was really, really hard. Don't sleep with your ticket. I don't sleep with that. No, in my office, I actually have all my badges. I have I'll have to get them down at some point, but I have this. I have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I have Thor Ragnarok. But this isn't just a regular ticket. I mean, this is a premiere, like, man, who doesn't keep badges? Amanda, do you really not keep your badges? That's crazy. I've got these hanging up all over my office. I got Inside Out. That was my first one. Inside Out and Thor Ragnarok. I'm looking at them up over here. And Guardians Volume 2. And this and Captain America. Captain America was just like a ticket, though. I didn't have one of these, I don't think. Or if I did, I lost it somehow, but I doubt that. Tell them about Dead Dying Twice in your moment with Dave. Dead Dying Twice. I don't know what she means by dead dying twice. I have no idea. Okay. My moment with Dave. Well, Dave Bautista. I'm a big fan of his. Okay. Apparently he knows who I am because of my tattoo. We've had moments. I got to interview him before. And actually, when he was on stage, it was really cool. So the whole cast comes out on stage. If you don't know this, I'm sure you guys have seen pictures, especially if you're Marvel fans. And the whole cast comes out on stage. You guys are all talking so much. Let's see. Anyway, I'll come back to that. So wear gloves. Yeah, no, I touch it all the time. Touch. It doesn't really have fingerprints. It's solid. It's good. Anyway, so the whole cast comes out on stage. I'm easily distracted, guys. So they're all out there, which for Infinity War is like so many people. The only person not there really was Chris Evans. Because he's busy doing his lobby hero stuff. But anyway, so Dave Bautista's up there and he's looking around. Like he's literally lifting up his glasses, looking around. A few of my friends joked and said, oh, he's looking for you. He's looking for you. But then when he saw me, guys, he blew me a kiss like that. And I went like this. Oh. And he went like this to show, I think to show like that he meant me, my tattoo, he meant it for me. I mean, I knew he meant it for me, but he meant it for me. But then when he gets off stage, and Amanda can vouch for this, all my friends that were there can vouch for this. He came down off the stage and he came right over to me and he gave me a kiss on the cheek. And he said to enjoy the movie. And then he went off and he didn't come to the after party. I really was looking for him. He had a table reserved at the after party. So I was kind of hoping I would see him just because I really, really, really wanted to know what he thought about the movie. But he was not there. So, oh well. But he wasn't at the after party. True story. Yeah, he came right down and he kissed me on the cheek, guys. Dave Bautista kissed me on the cheek at the premiere of Avengers Infinity War. Like, as a Marvel fan, I mean, could the day get any better? I mean, it was an incredible night. It was my birthday. That makes it even better, right? At midnight, it was my birthday. And we went to the after party after, and I had a conversation with Kevin Feige, and I had a conversation with Michael Rooker and Karen Gillan about, I showed her Nebula, and I showed Michael Rooker Yondu, and we talked, and it was awesome. It was such a fun night, right? Ross Marquand from Walking Dead, and also I said spoilers. So he plays Red Skull in Infinity War. So I talked with him for a little bit, and Henry Simmons from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's Mac on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I talked with him. So it was really awesome. It was really cool. True story. All true. Yeah, all true. Exactly, Amanda. All true. Sorry, guys. I'm very thirsty. This is not an ad for vitamin water. It's just the Red Skull Kim was kind of a shocker. You know, I wasn't sure we would see him in here, but he was always presumed dead. I didn't think he was actually dead. I was really excited to see him. Oh, my hair. I'm always fidgeting with my hair. I'm sorry, guys. I'm the worst with this. I'm just going to not even look at it and ignore it. Anyway, so I wasn't sure we'd see him in Infinity War, but I figured we'd see him in the MCU again. I was really excited that it was Ross Marquand because I love him. He's fantastic. And he was super sweet and super nice. Super nice. So that was cool. That was fun. Let's see. We haven't seen him since 11. So who really remembered him? Who really remembered him? I mean, come on. You can't forget Red Skull. He's like a huge deal. He's like a really, really big deal. Especially comics and stuff. Oh, whatever. Well, tell him that, whatever, Amanda, fine. Bye. I'll see ya. Have fun painting. All right. So let's see. I think in the next Avengers, since OG Avengers are left, yes, Tony and Cap sacrificed themselves to bring everyone back. I think you're on to something there. I think very possibly at least Cap is going to sacrifice himself. Tony, I'm not sure if he's going to sacrifice himself so much as like he's going to retire. I think Pepper's really going to like get to him on not doing this anymore. If he dies, oh my God, I was a mess when he got stabbed and I thought he was going to die. I mean, my friend next to me, Jana, she was just like rubbing my back because I was just sobbing, right? It was a little easier to watch the second time around because I knew he wasn't going to die, but it was still really hard to watch him get stabbed. That was awful. Ugh. But I think you're right. I think someone, at least one of them is going to sacrifice themselves. I think they're both done with the MCU after that. Cap and Tony. I mean, they might make appearances maybe here and there, but I don't think they're going to be major players anymore. I think as I've discussed with my friend Amy from As the Bunny Hops, we've both really talked about Young Avengers coming into it. She really, really thinks Young Avengers. I think she's right, but I would love Avengers Academy because that's like one of my favorite comic book storylines ever. Like it's so good. So I really hope that happens. Let's see. Oh my God. So many people like the exact places. I'm still stumped with Strange as this was the only way it would work. Okay. Do I lift? No, I don't lift. I every now and then, you see the thing back there? Is that what you're looking at, my workout bench? Every now and then, but not on a regular basis. Let's see. So I have to be honest, Maria was hard. Yeah, that was hard too. Maria was hard. Can't see Captain Marvel. Oh my God, I'm so excited for the Captain Marvel trailer. I'm so excited for Captain Marvel because like, I don't know how much is like, I mean, we're going to see the Kree, which is amazing. And I'm sure we're going to see the Kree Skrull War. And I'm like super excited for that. I love the Skrulls. Secret Invasion, another one of my favorite storylines. I love Secret Invasion. Let's see. Top 5 Marvel movies. And Dusty, don't worry. I will get back to you on this is the only way it will work. I will get back to you on that. On my thoughts on that. Let's see. My top 5 favorite Marvel movies. Geez. Well, clearly I have a soft spot for Guardians. Okay. I'm going to go with the Guardians 1 as my all-time favorite, I think. Oh, I think I'll put that as my all-time favorite. That's hard. This is hard because I love them all and they're all good in their own way. I think Guardians won because Guardians were always one of my favorites in the comics. And I think James Gunn just totally killed it. I think he totally nailed the Guardians and the feel of the Guardians and their humor. And I loved it. So I'll say that. Then I will say Iron Man 1, just because that's like what started it all. So that's major. Then I'll say Infinity War because like, even though I hate it right now and I can't stand it, but I love it. It was so good. It was so well done. Then I'll say Thor Ragnarok. 1, 2, 3. Is that 4? And then, oh gosh, guys, it's hard. Then Guardians 2. I don't know. Civil War is really good too. Civil War or Guardians 2. I don't know. I can't decide. That's hard. That's hard. That's a hard one. That's a hard question. I guess I'll go with Civil War. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. That's really hard. I'm sorry. That's hard. You gave me a hard question. That's hard because I love them all. I love each and every Marvel film for their own reasons. So that's hard. Captain Marvel. I have to beat that one. I have to. I want to be at that one. I hope. Ooh, Squirrel Girl. That would be awesome if Squirrel Girl showed up. That would be really cool. Okay, Dusty, I promised you I'd go back to your question. So I think what Doctor Strange is saying when he said it's the only way it would work. You remember that scene when he's looking at all the possible futures? I think he knows that they said, how many did we win? And he said 1. I think he knows it had to play out exactly like that. So could he have stopped Star-Lord from, slapping Thanos and knocking Mantis off of him? Probably. I mean, he probably could have. Did he know that this was the only way for it to work? Yes. I think he knew everyone needed to disappear and maybe the certain people are left for a certain reason and all this. I don't know. I think there's rhyme and reason to it. I mean, Doctor Strange is a smart dude. Look at him. He's a smart dude. Okay. I think he knows what he's talking about. I think when he saw the future, he knew, okay, I had to give him the stones. Thanos had to have the stones. He had to snap his fingers. He had to disappear people. I don't think they're dead by any means. I really don't. I think the only people that are dead, maybe not for good, but dead is Heimdall, Loki, and Gamora. And I don't want Gamora to be dead. I mean, she's in the soul realm, as we saw. I don't know, Volume 3, Guardians Volume 3, I think possibly is going to be the Guardians trying to get her out. I don't know. Okay. Let me keep reading. Sorry, guys. Man, you guys are going fast over here. Squirrel Girl's going to TV with New Warriors. Yes. Okay. I am so excited for Squirrel Girl. Like, I love Squirrel Girl. I'm super excited. So, okay. Knock, 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 knock back. Joseph, how are you? They technically didn't win, at least not yet. Right. No, they didn't win. I 100% they didn't win. But I think when he said they've won, there was only one where they won. He knew this is what had to go in order for them to win, right? Thanos, his whole thing is looking for balance. Now, in the comics, he does it because of Death. He's like obsessed with Lady Death, which the Russos totally cut out of here, which honestly, I think it made sense for them to cut her out. I think it would have been too much. But in the comic books, basically Lady Death says, what does Lady Death say? Basically, more people are alive than have ever died. And so we need to find balance. So she asks Thanos to do that. He convinces her to help him. He needs to get all the Infinity Stones in order to do it. Then he does it. That's basically, and then Infinity Gauntlet. That is where I really, really think Avengers 4 is going to go. I really think it's going to be very much like Infinity Gauntlet. And I hope it's Nebula. Oh my gosh. I hope Nebula. So in Infinity Gauntlet, guys, if you haven't read it, which it's so good, pick it up. It's like a super quick read. I have it around here somewhere in my office. I don't know. I can look for it later. But it is, so basically Thanos defeats everyone, right? He defeats all the heroes. Basically like he did, except he like actually really kills like Cap and Iron Man and all them. And so then he fights the Celestials, right? And then he decides he's so powerful and he's defeated everybody. Adam Warlock's kind of hanging out, just kind of watching, which is why I think, we know he's coming to the MCU, so this could totally happen. The only person he leaves alive is Nebula, and she's like in this state of like between life and death, which I really felt like was a nod to the comics when you saw Nebula kind of like hanging there, and all her like metal robot parts, whatever, are like popped out and she's being tortured. Anymore, and he kind of like goes up into the stars and stuff, right? And then he doesn't have his physical form anymore, like a dummy, and he leaves the Infinity Gauntlet like on his body, and Nebula stumbles over and grabs it and puts it on and says, with the exception of me having the gauntlet, I want everything to be how it was 24 hours ago. So everyone comes back, but unfortunately she puts herself back into this state between life and death, this like zombie thing, right? And then people kind of fight over it, the gauntlet, and ends up Adam Warlock gets it. And then he goes crazy, but that's a whole other thing. Loving your Spider-Man chair cape. Thank you. I actually got it at the Infinity War. Let me show you guys. At the Infinity War. It's so cute, isn't it? I love him. I miss Spidey. Don't you guys miss Spidey? I miss Spidey so much. Anyways, I got it at the Infinity War event. When I was at the premiere, they always give us a really awesome swag bag, and that was one of the things that was in it. I also got these little guys. Ooh, these little guys. And I got this, which is pretty cute. She's cute. I like her. Obviously this, which I showed off earlier. This is my ticket to the premiere. So awesome. I still can't believe I was there. It was fantastic. Okay, holy cow. All right, let me read back up. Just came back from watching Infinity War. What a movie, right? Are you still crying? Like I cried the whole time. So Last Avenger 85. Did you love it? Did you cry? If you cried, what did you cry at? I cried so much. Like Ant-Man being after Civil War in the timeline, but after Infinity in real life. Is there a possibility that any movies after Infinity might not follow the timeline, which is messed up? I mean, yeah, I don't think there's a possibility any movies after Infinity might not follow the timeline. I think they'll follow the timeline. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I think Ant-Man and so Captain Marvel is before everything, which I think is to introduce to her because she's going to be a major player in 4. She's going to be a major player in Avengers 4. I think that she's going to be a big deal in Avengers 4. So that's why they're doing a movie for her, which I'm super excited about. It's going to be so good, guys. And then Ant-Man's going to be right after Civil War, but it's also going to be during Infinity War. I was talking to someone in my comments, and they had a really good point that they think after, and I wish I could remember who it was. I feel really bad. So if you're watching, I do apologize. They think at the end of Ant-Man, either Ant-Man or Wasp, probably Wasp, one of them will turn to dust, right? One of them will disappear, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's very possible. And then Hawkeye, they said maybe Hawkeye will show up and, explain what's been going on to Ant-Man or Wasp, whoever's left. I think that's really possible. I think it's going to be going on kind of during, it's got its own storyline. And then at the end, one of them is going to disappear. It'll be pulled back into Infinity War, and then that'll lead into Avengers 4. I thought that was really, really good. I warned spoilers. I warned that there are spoilers. So sorry, Alex. I warned there are going to be spoilers. Listen, I've seen this movie over a week ago. I need to get it out. Okay. And I always warn when there's going to be spoilers. So don't come if you don't want spoilers. And a lot of this is speculation. I really want to talk about what's going to happen maybe in Avengers 4. So, okay. Where do I even buy comic books? Okay. Books A Million. Do they have comic books there? They have comic book shops, right? Like I always say support your local comic book shop, okay? I have a comic book shop, a local one right down the street, about 10 minutes away. It's called The Comic Shop, actually, which is really awesome. It's in Oswego, New York. So if you're ever around, go visit them. They're amazing. But I always say support your local shop. Like in Sarasota, Florida, there's a place called The Dark Side. That's where I used to go. you always want to do support your local shops, or you can go online and order them. I think Amazon has some, especially if you're going to get like trade paperbacks. But support your local shop and just Google it. Let's see, like just search comic book shop and then your zip code, and you should be able to find a local one. And they're always good because they can tell you where you can start too. A lot of times they're really super knowledgeable. So like say you want to read Avengers. Well, I can tell you Avengers No Surrender storyline right here. It just ended. So they can get you set up with, the one that starts after that. Or say they would know there's 2 issues left in a current storyline. They can get you set up to start once that storyline ends. We didn't get indication of the dust, but I suppose anything happened. Yes, anything can happen. You never know. So I think, again, as someone just kind of said that was their prediction. I thought that was a really good prediction. I know you were on set, Dusty, so you know a lot more than I do about Ant-Man, but it could happen. It could even be an end credit scene. You know what I mean? So it's possible. Let's see. 2 out of 2. Oh no, I missed your 1 out of 2. I need to scroll up. Okay. Did you have an issue with power scaling in Infinity War? Thanos was able to easily beat up Hulk. Yes, because he had the Power Stone. Okay. I think that's the only reason he was able to so easily beat him up. He already had the Power Stone. I think that was brilliant writing by the Russos. I think that was on purpose. We didn't even see him decimate Xandar and get the Power Stone. So I think at first you're kind of like, what? But then you realize, oh, he has the Power Stone. Of course he can beat Hulk with the Power Stone. I think I didn't have an issue with that at all. Iron Man and Cap were able to give him better fight. Well, I think that was more just for Iron Man and Cap. I don't know. I feel like maybe Thanos didn't want to kill them, right? I don't know that he wanted to 100% kill people. I really genuinely think he had good intentions, and he wanted to be able to get all the stones so he could just snap his fingers and people would die. And he was thinking that would not, it wouldn't be painful, right? He was doing it out of mercy. I think when Gamora says to him, you call it mercy, I think he genuinely believes it. I think he genuinely believes that he's doing it to help people, right? He doesn't want famine and all that stuff. I think it's genuine. I think it's genuine. But we'll see. Let's see. Well, I'm sorry. You should see the movie then, Alex. It's been out for like 5 days. I know it's really hard for some people, and that's why I warned that I did. I warned that there are going to be spoilers in this, just because I don't want to. I don't know. I feel really bad, but I did warn. It says spoilers right on it, and everywhere I shared that I was going live, I said spoilers. So I apologize. I do, but I did warn people. You're here, Hellfire Club. Oh, Avengers No Surrender was awesome. Okay, I'm only like 5 issues in, right? I just finished this one, so don't tell me too much. Although I kind of had already read about what was going to happen anyway, before I decided to actually pick up all the comics now versus later. But yeah, I really love it so far. It's really, really good. You think Cap has something in him when he holds his own against Thanos? It was weird because Thanos almost looked at him like, how are you like holding your own against me here? Sort of. Like, didn't he kind of look confused at first? I felt like he maybe looked a little confused. But also I really liked it. And again, I think it was just kind of like Cap's a powerful dude, right? Iron Man's a powerful dude. Hulk's a powerful dude. Hulk maybe held his own a little bit. Not really. I know it's like wishful thinking that he held his own a little bit for a minute, but he really didn't. Even without his own can beat Hulk. Yeah, I think, Hulk's powerful, but I think he's also got his own issues going on right now. And now he's scared, right? Like, is that what everyone kind of agrees is going on? Do you think Hulk is kind of scared? I feel like he's scared. Oh, you love my passion. Thank you. I'm like a huge Marvel fan, clearly. But sorry, now I'm distracted. Question. What was I talking about? Hulk. I think he's scared. I think that's why he's not coming out, right? I think he's a little scared he just doesn't want a part of it. And maybe we'll see later on more with Hulk and Bruce. I think we will. With the MCU movies, are they using stories just from older comics, or are they taking from new the comics as well? They kind of do their own thing. This is what I love about the MCU, right? Is they take a basic storyline from the comics and then they change it to adapt for the big screen, for the actors and their strengths, right? And for the times, right? Like we saw some pretty badass, like powerful female, like fight scenes, right? Did we not? So let's see. I think there's something in the storyline, but it's not fair. Oh, for Hulk. You think there's an issue with Hulk? I was like, huh? In the storyline? I got you. You're talking about with Hulk. Okay. Let's see. The Hulk is like a child. He is like a child. I agree. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Oh, someone asked me earlier. Sorry. My favorite line from Infinity War, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Don't. You will make me cry. I don't want to cry on live stream. I'm not going to do it. I told myself I wasn't going to do it. So stop talking about Spider-Man. That was hard. My favorite line from the movie. That's tough because I liked a lot of the humor, obviously, you're one sandwich away from being fat or whatever they said to Star-Lord. That was good. I loved Thor calling Rocket Rabbit the whole time. Man, there's so many good, when Gamora talked about mercy. I think, honestly, it's hard. One of my favorite lines, honestly, was Red Skull when he said the tear's not for him, right? Not for himself. We were just talking about Gamora. I thought that was really, really good. Red Skull and the Black Cape. Yeah, that was creepy. Well, Spider-Man, then I'm glad you're alive and fine. So you're embarrassing me in front of the wizards. That was good. That was really good when Hulk, he just couldn't Hulk out, Let's see. When Spider-Man apologized, though, oh my gosh, I know. There's so many good lines. Like there really are so many good lines. When Thanos says, I'm not going to word it correctly, but did I sense sadness in you? When Gamora thinks that she killed Thanos, man, that was good. Gosh, this is moving so fast. My comments are being ignored. No, Alex, I already talked to you about spoilers, and I'm sorry. I did warn people. I did you say something else? I missed it. It's already gone on my thing. The Olympics, maybe even Starbucks. Yeah, that was cute. I saw that in the featurette, so maybe it didn't have as much of an impact, I guess, as like I laughed really hard in the family featurette when I saw it. Let's see. I'll do you one better. Why is more of that? Yes, that's a good line. Dusty, man, you are just pulling out these great one-liners. See, I saw it Monday, so over a week ago, and then I saw it again on Friday with my husband because he hadn't seen it. And man, it's just so good. It was just as hard the second time around, guys. The only thing that saved me was like I knew Iron Man wasn't going to die, and like I could prepare myself kind of for the deaths, but it still was hard. Let's see. Hey, Squidward, that was a good one. Squidward was a good one when he said he's going to knock the nutsack off his chin or nutsack of a chin or whatever. That was good. I liked when Thanos said, I like you to Star-Lord after he was going to shoot Gamora. That was cool. Right before he disappeared when he said that. That was awesome. Gosh, there are so many. And I know I'm missing some really, really good lines. Man, hated how weak they made the Black Order. I think they had to kill them. And you're right. Black Order is like super powerful. They really are. They're really super powerful. So I was a little surprised by how easily some of them died. But again, someone else had mentioned, man, they're scrolling by. I know I'm missing some of your comments, guys, and I'm sorry. I said earlier, they take stuff from the comics and they really change it. They adapt it to be on the big screen. And I think that's part of what they had to do with the Black Order. They couldn't make them way too super powerful or people are going to get bored, especially people who don't know anything about the comics or don't care to read the comics. They're going to be like, well, what the heck? They're killing everybody. Can we even defeat these people? Can we even fight them? What's the point? So I think there's reasoning behind it. Not that it's the right thing to do, but I think there's reasoning behind it. Let's see. Cried 3 times on this movie. Gamora, yeah. Couldn't handle that. Couldn't handle it. That was hard. That was really hard. I love Gamora. I've got a super soft spot for the Guardians. I love Gamora. And that was hard. Gamora was hard. Okay. Thor arrived in Wakanda. That was awesome. that was really awesome when he just came down and Rocket's like, you guys are in trouble now. That was fantastic. I loved that. I didn't cry. I more got chills and I was like super excited and pumped up. And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. At the world premiere last week, everyone like super cheered. Like the whole theater like erupted when he came down. That was awesome. And he's at Stormbreaker. And I'm really hoping maybe for some kind of Beta Ray Bill, please. Beta Ray Bill little appearance. I know people say we saw him with the Collector way back, but that wasn't like confirmed ever, I don't think. Tell me if I'm wrong. But it might have been. But anyway, I still want to see Beta Ray Bill. Where did I lose? I lost it. What else? What was the third thing you cried at? Sorry, the death of Spider-Man. Oh my gosh, the death of Spider-Man. I know. Guys, if you've watched my videos, I have my top 10 emotional moments, and you'll see when I talk about Spider-Man, I cry. I don't want to cry, so I'm not gonna think about it. Someone talking about smelly feet. Yeah, I know. I ignore it. Anyway, that was gross. Someone talking about that. Feet are gross. I don't like feet. Ugh. Anyway, I just saw it. You just saw it. So you've got all the lines in your head. Now, Dusty, you saw it last night, right? So you're still reeling. I'm still reeling. And I saw it, over a week ago for the first time. I can't. Thanos is the kind of dude to bargain with Dormammu. Yes. But leave him in the time loop. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know. I don't know. I don't think we're going to see Dormammu anymore. Does anybody think we're going to see him? We might. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we'll see him. My favorite line came, I thought you were a formidable machine, but now you die like a man. Yes, that was good. Or how about from Loki at the beginning? Good line when he said, you'll never be a god. That was a good line. Now, has anybody seen it in IMAX? Someone commented, and I'm not sure if they're just blowing smoke, but someone said in IMAX, you can see Loki, like behind Loki, like Loki didn't really die. Now, I will say during my interview with Victoria Alonso, who's the highest up female over at Marvel Studios, which you can head to mamasgeeky.com and see that interview. She told us that if you see it in IMAX, it was meant to be seen in IMAX. And if you see it in IMAX, you will see things that you don't see in the other movies or on other screens. I don't know if that was a hint to that. Makes me kind of want to go. Makes me kind of want to go see it in IMAX. I don't know if that's true. Oh my God, guys. Holy cow. Stark Raving Hazelnut. Yeah, that's funny. And then the Hoka Burning Love, I think. It's the Hulk one. If that was bounds, why didn't he just wish for more food in the universe? I know, Spider-Man. Why wouldn't he just do that? That sure is the more humane way to do it. Just let's make more crops, right? Let's make more food, but whatever. Oh, I'm sure I'm invisible. That was funny. I'm positive I'm invisible. And then Mantis is like, hi, Drax. Does anyone remember the scene where Thanos knew something from Tony's past? I'm not sure what you mean. When also Thanos had a human hand at the end of the first Avengers, and is he human? Thanos isn't human. No. Ignored you again. What are you talking about? I answered yes. I'm telling you, this thing is going so fast, Alex. It's really hard to keep up, okay? Now I see you like 10 times complaining. I got to you, okay? I promise. I will try to get to people. I need to like scroll up. It's going very, very fast, all right? Geez, Louise. Oh, I like you guys having your own, Alex and Joseph, you guys can have your own conversation over there. That's fine. That's why it's going so fast. All right. Thor arrived on the scene like someone owed him child support. Yeah. He was like, listen, that was awesome. That was really, really awesome. We don't have IMAX within 100 miles. Yeah. Our closest IMAX is sold out for like 3 weeks, and it's actually over an hour away. So, but man, I really would like to see it, because I don't know if anyone saw it in IMAX, let me know. And let me know about that Loki. I think someone's blowing smoke, but sorry, I don't talk a lot. I'm very thirsty. I know you're making fun of him. No, I just meant, geez, you need to calm down, Alex. Can you take a deep breath and a chill pill? Okay. I meant you guys were talking back and forth, right? I saw, so it was making my little thing here that says my chat screen was going very fast because talking to each other. That was all I was saying. Okay. I can't believe how packed the theater was still last night. We're not in a major town. I've never seen it that packed, even on opening day of Star Wars. It's the same thing. So I'm in a very small town. I don't think we've ever had a sold out show. Maybe for Marvel movies. I don't know. I haven't been here that long, so I haven't seen that many movies in this spot. But I will say that there was a line. I posted it on my Instagram stories. There was like a huge line and it sold out. It was crazy. It was full. But again, that was opening night too. So, you know, I'm sure that's why. Someone said something up here. Oh, yes. Hippie Hendrix said, does anyone remember the scene where Thanos knew something from Tony's past? So I'm trying to figure out exactly what you meant by that. Just when he said, I know you, I know who you are. Is that what you're talking about? That's what I just want to know. I heard it's expected to surpass 800 million today. That does not surprise me. That does not surprise me one bit. Oh, when people tag me, by the way, it goes bright red, which draws my attention. So if you really, really want me to answer a question, if you tag me, I just noticed it. It like highlights it in bright red. What are your views on the theory that the people who died are in the Soul Stone? Okay, the people who died or the people who turned to dust? If you can clarify, Juicy. But I will say that I think all the people who like disappeared, like turned to dust. Okay, dust. I don't know that they're in the Soul Stone per se, but I do think they'll be back. I think they're not dead, right? I think if time gets turned back or whatever, however anything gets solved, I think they'll be back over the people like Gamora. I don't want her to be dead. And I think she's in the Soul Stone. I really, really do. Because we saw Thanos talking to her, unless that was just kind of like his own, you know, to like little Gamora. Also, if you read the comics, you know, she hangs out in the Soul Stone for like a super long time with Pip and Warlock, and I think Drax is in there for a while. But I think Loki is really, really dead, and I don't want him to be, and I hope I'm wrong, and I hope the person who saw it in IMAX is right. I really do. I hope they're not just blowing smoke. Hemdall's dead. I think those three are dead. If I had to bet. Maybe, I think Gamora's maybe in the Soul Stone because she was a sacrifice for the Soul Stone. She's a possible comeback. I don't think Loki and Hemdall are. I really don't. Zoe Saldana, who plays Gamora, when we interviewed her for Guardians of the Galaxy, she basically said she's done. Like, she's done playing like science fiction, badass, superhuman females. Like, she's kind of done with it for now. Does that mean they've completely written her out? Possibly. I know James Gunn said in passing, I believe it was on Facebook Live, a lot of people have commented to me about it. He said that Volume 3 is going to be focused on Gamora, which I think really technically it could be focused on trying to rescue her from the Soul Stone, right? Especially if Adam Warlock shows up. It's not just easy to get someone out of the Soul Stone when they're in the Soul Stone. It's actually really hard. Adam Warlock's one who can make it a lot easier. Oh boy, here we go. I've got to scroll up. Okay. So do I think it's possible that they're in the Soul Stone? Of course, Juicy. Yes, I totally think it's possible they're in the Soul Stone. However, I don't think they are. I don't think they're gone for good though, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I hope I answered your question. Let's see. I know this is about Infinity War, but I'm still wondering if you checked out the TV show Gotham. Okay, no, you're fine. I've watched Gotham. Yes. I've watched, I think, the first 3 or 4 seasons. I have not got back since we last talked about it and watched since then. No, I'm so busy. I was in LA for the Infinity War premiere, obviously, and catching up on work for that. I've been really, really busy. So I watched, I think it's the first 3 seasons I've watched, but I haven't gone back and watched the rest. No, but I love it. I think Ben McKenzie is perfect. I think the entire cast is perfect. I've heard Joker is like back in it, which I'm kind of excited about. Again, I'm more a Marvel girl than a DC girl. Legion is something I've been watching a lot of. I have not watched last night's, but I love Legion. That's one of my favorite shows. But so I have not watched any more Gotham. No. I enjoyed the battle on Titan far more than I did the battle in Wakanda. Yeah. I kind of agree with you. I did like all the girls fighting, like Black Widow and Proxima Midnight and Scarlet Witch. I thought, and okay, okay. I always say her name wrong, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at names like Thanos and Thanos. I say that wrong. I say it different every time. But anyways, I really like that about Wakanda. I liked Thor showing up in Wakanda. But yeah, the battle on Titan was really awesome, and they were just holding him down. And for me, I'm a huge Guardians fan. Really do. 808. I don't know what that means, but sure. Okay. Whoa, it scrolled all the way down. I'm sorry, guys. It just shot back down the bottom. I got to scroll back up. I don't want to miss stuff. Sorry. After Thanos stabbed Tony, he brought up his father. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I think, I think Thanos knows a lot of stuff. He brought up his dad, did he? Man. See, when he stabs Tony, both times I started sobbing, and I try to remove myself from the situation, if that makes sense. I'm still devastated by the outcome. Damn, Marvel. Yeah, I hear you. They know how to make us feel, right? They were not messing around right from the beginning. They jumped right in, and they broke some hearts, right? But I think if people read the comics, then they kind of knew this was coming. I think even if they didn't, I think a lot of people knew it was coming. The thing that really surprises me, guys, is I was 1,000,000% positive. I was positive Cap was going to die. 100% positive he was going to die, and he didn't. But I do like that they kept kind of all the originals. But I also think everyone who's left alive at the end is going to actually be in trouble when Avengers 4 ends. I really do. Maybe not Thor, but I think Cap and Iron Man are going to, I don't know. I just think they've been around for a long time. They've got their trilogies already, right? I mean, I hate to say it that way, but Chris Evans has all but said he's done after Avengers 4. Or I think he pretty much has said that. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. You're ignoring what I'm trying to joke with you. I'm not ignoring you. It takes a while. I can't read your comments right away. Okay. There's a lot of comments here. I do apologize, Alex. Battle of Wakanda was definitely the best fight scene. It was a really, really good fight scene. Like I said, I think they both have their own. Titan was awesome. To each their own, right? But I mean, I think that each were powerful in their own way. Let's put it that way. That's what I think. Don't say you're missing your comment. Okay. Don't say I'm missing your comments this time. I'm just getting to them now. It's a really long list. I've had to scroll up to look. I do apologize. Nice shirt. Thank you. Everyone who was on the Avengers Infinity War press trip actually got this shirt, which is super cute. And then on the side, it said, wrong side. It says in theaters April 27th. I kind of love this shirt. It's like super comfortable too. I wore it when I went to Marvel Studios the day after the premiere, which was really cool and really fantastic. 30 years. And you've seen the movie 3 times. You've seen the movie 3 times. Best movie ever. Okay. I have seen the movie twice so far, but I do plan to go back soon. I really loved it. I think it's fantastic. I've been a Marvel fan for many years. Okay. I just turned 34 and I've been reading the comics since I was probably 7 or 8, or reading comics in general. There were times when I stopped reading and went back, but I always tried to catch up online, like on Wikipedia and stuff, of anything that I have missed. But I'm like really into the comics now. Again, you can see I've got like Avengers right here that I've been reading. I talked about it last week on my live. I've been reading the No Surrender storyline. Really, really good. Legion is really, really good. I got Uncanny X-Men over there. Also really, really good. I kind of hope to see the X-Men in the MCU soon, but we'll see. I don't know. But movie 3 times, that's awesome. I need to see it again, and I'm probably still going to cry when Spider-Man dies when I see it a 3rd time. Because it's horrible. And it tugs at like my heartstrings. It's not okay. I talk about it and I cry. Wasn't a huge fan. Doctor Strange was an excellent movie. Okay, let me tell you something about Doctor Strange. Obviously, I like Doctor Strange, right? I like him. Was I thrilled when they first announced he was coming to the MCU? Not really. Do I like him in the comics? Yes. Do I love him in the comics? No. I'm not I've said this before, but he's so powerful, right? And I don't like people who are so powerful. Like with DC, I'm not a huge Superman fan because like he can get away with almost anything. And I just don't like that. I don't like people that are hard to take out. I don't know. Super powerful people are too much. I like people who have their flaws, right? I like superheroes who have their flaws. Not that Stephen Strange doesn't, but they're not as apparent as others, right? Like that's why Star-Lord's one of my favorites, because like the dude has flaws. I mean, look how emotional he got, right? They could have ended everything, and instead he slaps Thanos across the face and knocks Mantis off and ruins the whole plan. And anyways, but I will say, and I liked his movie. I enjoyed it. Okay, his standalone film. I did. I enjoyed it. But it's not even probably my top 10, maybe not even my top 15 Marvel movies. It's good. I love Marvel. So I loved it. But it's not one of my favorites. No, that being said, yes, Hellfire Club, I agree. He was fantastic in this movie. I loved him in Infinity War. I thought he was done really well. Like I loved it. I thought everything about him was perfect. Let's see. Valkyrie and Korg is still alive. I think they're still alive. Yes. I was upset to not see Korg in this though, because I love Taika. And I saw him at the after party and I meant to ask him about Korg. Didn't. Instead, I asked him about What We Do in the Shadows TV show, which, by the way, it's coming along great, guys, if you're wondering. I'm very excited for that TV show. Also super excited for the sequel because I love What We Do in the Shadows, and I love Taika, and I think he's a brilliant, brilliant man. I meant to ask him about Korg. Not that he would tell me anything, but I meant to ask him. Let's see. What about Valkyrie? I wonder if she's still alive. I think they are. Oh, my God. It just jumped down again. I think they are still alive. I really do. I think we'll see them in Avengers 4. I think, Hawkeye's going to be a major player in Avengers 4. Captain Marvel's going to be a major player in Avengers 4. Ant-Man's or Wasp, maybe both, will be major players in Avengers 4. I really think they will. The details in the film were impressive too. Yes. The location of Valkyrie. I mean, so I think some people, they just think of how many people were in this movie. Like, how many people were in it? Can you imagine them throwing even one or two more people in? It would have been, I think there's a fine line between it being too much, so they really needed to make sure we got to see our favorite characters and leave some speculation as to who's still around and who's not. And those people that we didn't see, I think we'll see a lot more of in Avengers 4. I really do. I answered your question. Yay. I'm glad I did. Okay. Seriously. Okay. Do you think we will get Silver Surfer in Avengers 4? Oh my God. If we get Silver Surfer, I will be so excited. I don't know that we will. I'm not sure where the rights lie with that. I think we do have we have the rights. Like, I'm Marvel Studios. I think they have the rights. I don't know, but I love Silver Surfer. And Silver Surfer would really fit in nicely, especially if Warlock comes in. I mean, Infinity Gauntlet. I've said it before, go read Infinity Gauntlet. But that would be awesome. But I did like, now, if you've read Infinity Gauntlet, you would know Silver Surfer crashes down the ceiling of the Sanctum Sanctorum into Doctor Strange's living room. Basically exactly like Hulk did, like Bruce did, I should say. I guess he was Hulk when he crashed. But anyway, and Silver Surfer does that in Infinity Gauntlet to warn that Thanos is coming. So I think that was kind of their nod to Silver Surfer, which I really enjoyed, and I really liked that. Let's see. The way Ebony Maw died wasn't bad. Yeah, okay. The way he died wasn't bad. I agree. It was very Yondu, right? It was very Yondu. It wasn't bad. It was good. I get it. Again, they had to kill these people. There was just a time crunch, Would I have liked to see him die at the hands of Doctor Strange? Of course I would have. But in that moment, Doctor Strange wouldn't have been able to do it. They would have had to drag it out a little longer. I don't know. Strange versus Thanos was nice. Thanos is not a sorcerer like Ma. Right, a sorcerer against sorcerer to the death. That would have been really cool, but I think I liked that Spider-Man had a lot to do with his death. It was Spider-Man's idea to do that. And knowing what happens with Spider-Man later, I'm glad he was able to really, play a major part, if that makes sense. I'm not ignoring you. I'm missing comments. You're ignoring most of my comments. I'm literally reading comments down as I see them, guys. I hate the movies. I like Captain Underpants. Hey, I like Captain Underpants too. That's a great movie. My daughters really like that. Whoa. Guys, when you comment, it changed. Just so you know, everybody, those of you that are getting a little frustrated, when more people comment, it moves the chat bubble. So then I have to scroll up, and sometimes maybe I don't scroll up far enough or I miss comments. And I do apologize if I miss your comment. Proxima was the only character I wasn't pleased with. Really? She seemed a little too CGI. I mean, maybe her face was a little, I don't know. And none of the CGI really honestly bothered me. I didn't mind it at all, really. I don't know what else to say about that. It didn't bother me, but I'm super lenient when it comes to CGI stuff. Really, I know some of my friends have people that it really like stuff really would bother them, and the CGI does not bother me. Captain Underpants is better than Avengers. Everyone has their own opinion, guys. I like Captain America, but I do like the Avengers better. What if Heimdall's dark magic conjured up Dormammu and resurrected Loki? Okay, maybe. And what if also has an effect on Hulk not coming out? I mean, yeah, that's a good theory, right? Unfortunately, we're just gonna have to wait like a year to find out all this stuff, which is killing me. I don't want to wait a year. I want to know now, like now, guys. I really, really hope Nebula has a major part to play, just like she does in Infinity Gauntlet. I really do. I think she will, and she deserves that, doesn't she? Do you guys think she deserves that? I mean, Nebula really, really deserves that. She really does. You should check the movie out. I have checked it out. I like Captain Underpants. I said that. Let's see. It was made 108. Oh, 808. So that's what the 808 was. I was like, what's 808? So 808 million worldwide as of yesterday. That's insane. It shows you it's a good movie. I've seen it twice. Okay. I plan to see it again and again. I will probably see it at least 5 times in theaters. I really want to see it in IMAX because of what people are saying. Well, one person said, which I'm sure they just made it up. If you missed it earlier, someone said they saw it in IMAX, and when Loki dies, you see Loki like behind him, like he had made a copy of himself or whatever. I doubt it. I'm sure that person was blowing smoke, but if there's hope. But yeah, it's probably not true. Ebony Maw was the GOAT, huh? I was a little bit disappointed that they killed off the Black Order so quickly. Who's to say that he won't revive his squad in Avengers 4? Exactly. I totally agree. So they could totally come back. Again, I think I've mentioned this already. It's hard because, like I said, as I'm scrolling, I have to go back up. But I think they had to kill them because people, especially not comic book fans, are going to be like, how are these guys so powerful? I don't even want to watch this anymore. They're killing everybody. Blah, 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 blah. There would be people like that. Everybody, people, especially like average casual fans, right? So they kind of had to, I think they had to kill them off so quickly. And really, if you think about it, it took 2.5 hours to kill them all, basically. So I think there's reason behind it. And I do think, I think we'll see the people who disappeared again. And I think we will see the Black Order again. I do. I 100% think we'll see them again. You ignore my comments. I didn't. I'm reading them as I get to them. I apologize if it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a while to answer a question. New to your channel, great channel and great movie. Thank you so much. Beards of War Jarred XL. I hope I said that right. I'm glad you've joined me. Thank you so much for liking my channel. I'm trying to really, really build it up this year. So I'm going to be doing a lot of videos, I think. And I hope you enjoy what I have. I have reaction videos. Like yesterday, my reaction video for the Ant-Man trailer went up. And then I also have a video like the top 10 of my top 10 emotional moments from Infinity War. I'm going to try to do a lot more explaining the comics for people who don't read the comic books and stuff like that. So if you have any storylines from the comics that you want to know about, let me know either on my discussion on my page, or you can send me a tweet at Mama's Geeky. Anything like that. And I will try to get to that for you. Let's see. And great movie. Yes, it was a fantastic movie. It was so good. Oh, I got to see it again. I just got the set of Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. The Kree Skrull War Avengers, if you varied Captain Marvel's. Yeah, so that's all stuff you're going to need to know for Captain Marvel for sure. Kree Skrull War, 100%. I need to go back and read that. I read that a long time ago. So I need to go back and read that. And I also really want to read Secret Invasion. Get Secret Invasion if you don't have it. It's one of the best storylines. I love it. I love the Skrulls. Made 808 in less than 7 days. I know, 808 million in less than 7 days, guys. Oh, just shut down again. I'm sorry. Doctor Strange is way better in Infinity War than his solo movie. Yeah, I'm sure you were saying that as I was talking about it. I know it takes a while to catch up, and I do apologize, guys. I'm trying to get to everybody. But yes, I agree. He was way better in Infinity War. I know there's a huge cast already, but I wish Silver Surfer had been in this. I know. I think they have the rights. I know I've said that. Oh, someone says no, they don't have the rights because they belong to Fox. Okay, so see, they don't have the rights yet. If they have the rights, I really think he could show up in the future. Unfortunately, if they don't have the rights, do you know what that means? It means he's not going to be in Avengers 4, even if they get the rights before Avengers 4 comes out, which kind of sucks. Actually, it really sucks. But hopefully in the future. I mean, there's so much more Marvel to come, guys. So much more. Like so many more Marvel movies. So hopefully we will see him in the future. I know this would never happen, but how would you feel about a crossover between Justice League and the Avengers? Oh boy. Okay. I am not a huge DC fan, guys. Okay, I've said this. I don't know. When it comes to the movies, I'm not a huge fan. So Suicide Squad kind of totally ruined DC for me, right? It was horrible. It was not good. Anyone who thinks it was good is, I mean, I went into it knowing it was going to be a horrible movie because I saw it a week after it came out. And I still thought it was really bad. Plot holes. And so that kind of ruined DC for me. So I haven't seen Wonder Woman, which I know. It's so good. It's so good. I will watch it eventually, but I have not seen it yet. I have not seen Justice League. I have not seen, what's their other one that they have? Batman versus Superman. I haven't seen it. I haven't. I know. And I really should. And I am a fan of DC a little bit, right? Like I've said this before, but Gotham City Sirens, love Gotham City Sirens. One of my favorite comic book series. I love Catwoman. I adore Catwoman. Poison Ivy, another one. Love her. Love Harley. Loved Harley. I still love her. What they did with her in Suicide Squad was horrible. Okay. And I'm almost embarrassed to say I like Harley because I'm afraid people are going to think I like that Harley. And I don't like that Harley. I like Harley Quinn, like Harley Quinn from the comics, right? From way before. I actually have a Poison Ivy tattoo and I'm planning a Catwoman tattoo. So I am a DC fan. I don't know. I'd have to see Justice League first in order to really say how I feel about a crossover. If it was done well, that could be huge, right? If you put the Marvel and the DC fans together, although Marvel and DC fans for some reason are more vicious than a lot of people. Like I'm afraid to say this because I'm sure some people will not be happy with me. I'm a Patriots fan, but I grew up outside Boston, so please don't shoot the messenger. But I'm a Patriots fan, and we have some strong rivalries of people that hate Patriots fans. But I still think Marvel and DC are even worse than that. There's some tension there, and I don't even know if a movie would do that good because I don't know if Marvel fans would want to support DC, and I don't know if DC fans would want to support Marvel, if that makes sense. But that being said, if it could be done well, I'd be all for it. All for it. That's where you guys are talking about Fox. Oh, let's see. Sorry, guys. Love Doctor Strange and Thor in this movie. Yes, they got a lot of time to shine in this movie. They did. Thor killed it. Chris Hemsworth. Look at me. Hemsworth. That was funny. Was great. I loved Thor and Doctor Strange in this movie. I really did. I loved Thor Ragnarok, and I think that's really the turning point for Thor. I liked, to say it nicely, the first two Thor movies. Again, they're Marvel. I love Marvel, so I enjoyed them. But Thor Ragnarok really is where Thor shined, and then now in Infinity War, he killed it. He really moved to the forefront, and I really enjoyed his character and his character development. What happened to Hulk? I think he's just scared. I don't know if he's scared. I would say he's probably scared, but I don't know. Something's going on between him and Bruce. I hope they utilize Bruce Banner, the scientist, instead of Bruce Banner, the comedian, in Avengers 4. I think, there's just so many people, and there's so much to get through that they couldn't utilize people as much. I mean, he said, I can't do it here when they're talking about taking the Mind Stone out. So, out of Vision, So I think they were trying to say, we know he's a scientist, but we can't really dwell on that right now. There's a lot going on. And I think he's like messed up. Like he hasn't been around. Bruce hasn't been around for years, right? Hulk's been at the forefront for a while. So maybe he I don't know. There's something going on between those two, right? And I hope they do explore it in Avengers 4, and I think they will. Did the character who turned into dust enter the soul realm? I discussed that a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if they entered the soul realm. I really don't. However, I do believe they will be back. I am like 99.9% positive Gamora entered the soul realm. Hopefully we see her again. I am not confident, but I hope we do. My biggest complaint about the movie was how underused Captain America was. I think he was in the background a little bit. I agree. And I think that's because he's going to be a major part of Avengers 4. And they really wanted to show the Guardians, right? And then they're gone now mostly. Rocket's the only one left. Nebula, if you count Nebula as a Guardian. So I think they just had a lot of people to show and a lot of stuff going on. And I think Captain America will be a major, major part of Avengers 4. I do. Sorry, missed your reply. The internet stopped. Well, you can go. I'll save the video so you can always go back and watch it too. I save all my live videos. I'm over an hour, guys. Holy cow. Let's see. Corvus cannot die. Yeah. Okay. I mean, he can't die if it's still intact. Again, I think they really needed to take some liberties with the movie. And just, it's a movie audience, right? Not everyone's a comic book reader. So they really needed to make the Black Order vulnerable. And I do believe they will be back. I do. I'm over hoping that Thor washes his eyeball. I think that's a lost cause at this point. It's been in his face. Anyway, that's funny. That part was funny. I liked that joke. I thought the Guardians were back to the humor of the Guardians 1. I really liked it. I really enjoyed the Guardians. I mean, you could tell James Gunn's hands were all in all their scenes. It was fantastic. I'm also new to your channel and love what you do. Well, thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. I hope you enjoy everything else. Like I said, right now, if you guys go to my main page, I've got my reaction for Ant-Man and the Wasp new trailer. I've got a top 10 emotional moments from Infinity War. And I also have a video leaving the world premiere that my friends and I did of our initial reaction. It's us leaving the after party, so it's a lot of fun. And it was my birthday when I recorded it, and I may have had a birthday drink, so you can enjoy that video. Do I think Tony will die in Avengers 4? He is either going to die or he is going to retire. Tony will be no more after Avengers 4. I don't expect to see him again. They might mention him here and there. He might make 1 or 2 appearances, but I honestly don't think so. Maybe way in the future of the MCU with stuff they haven't planned yet. But I don't know that he will die, but he will die or he will retire. Maybe Pepper will say, that's it. Like, we're going to have kids. Enough. Maybe she is pregnant, right? I don't know. But I don't think he's going to be a major player after 4. But I do think he will be a big deal in 4. Whoa. Holy cow. All right, let's see. After Avengers 4, this era is over, said the director. What other characters do you think will appear in upcoming films? Greetings from Argentina. Well, hello, Argentina. Okay. I think that we will see Young Avengers. Now, I've talked with my friend Amy over at As the Bunny Hops in depth about this. And we think they're setting up Cassie, right? Ant-Man's daughter. She is a young Avenger in the comic books. I think they're setting her up. Stature, I believe, is her name. They change names a lot. I think Stature's still her name. I don't know. Anyways, I haven't read Young Avengers in a while, guys. I'm hoping for Avengers Academy. Fingers crossed for Avengers Academy, although I think she's right, and I think it will be Young Avengers. Avengers Academy is just too much. But it's one of my favorite storylines, and I love all the characters in it. So I think we're going to see a lot of Young Avengers. Hopefully we see the X-Men, since they got the rights. Also, when I was talking to Amy, we were talking about Avengers Academy, and she said that they probably won't do it because it's a lot like X-Men, which is true, right? They're in a school. It might be too X-Men-y. Might give off that vibe too much. Hopefully we see the Fantastic Four. I am hoping for a non-origin story Fantastic Four. Like, maybe they just show up and they're like, hey guys, maybe a quick overview of their powers and whatnot for people who don't know. But Fantastic Four deserves redemption, guys, okay? They have not had some good movies at all. And so I'm hoping we'll see them. And I really think Marvel Studios will do it right. I really do. Let's see. I know we're discussing Avengers Infinity War, but are you excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp, Deadpool, and Captain Marvel? Of course I am. Okay. I'm so excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like, thank God we get a movie soon that's hopefully going to have a lot of humor in it again and something that can kind of bring me out of my funk, my Marvel funk from Infinity War, to put it easily. I am still sad. I think I will be sad for a while. But I think Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be great. I'm so excited for the Ghost, guys. You got to see my reaction. So Juicy JJ3, I did a reaction video to the trailer that just came out yesterday. It should be, if you just go to my Mama's Geeky YouTube, youtube.com/c/Mama's Geeky, it should be right there. And I'm so excited. The Ghost looks fantastic. Now in the comics, it's a dude. Here it's a girl. So I'm curious that storyline. But I'm really excited. I hope they get Janet. I think they will. I don't know that should be a huge part, but I think she'll be a little bit of a part in this. I'm really, really excited, right? Like, it's a great time to be a Marvel fan. Like, that's the best way to put it. It's a great time to be a Marvel fan. I think Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be great. I touched on it a little earlier. I think one of the two is going to disappear at the end. And I think that will lead into the other one, Ant-Man or Wasp, joining the fight in Avengers 4 against Thanos and figuring out what's going on. Not so much against Thanos, but you guys know what I mean. Deadpool 2, so excited. Totally going to go see it. Probably opening night, probably the 18th. I love Ryan as Deadpool as Wade. I think he's perfect. The first one was fantastic. I love that he knows he's in a movie because that's very much like in the comics, right? He knows he's in a comic book. So I'm really excited for Deadpool 2. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm excited to see Cable. I love Cable. I'm excited to see Josh in 2 roles. It's interesting. I'm very excited to compare Thanos to Cable. I'll probably write a post or do a video or something about comparing those two. And Captain Marvel, of course, I'm excited for Captain Marvel. How can you not be excited for Captain Marvel? If you check out my Instagram, the day of the premiere, we were out doing press for Quantico for ABC, and I had a Captain Marvel dress on. I'm a huge Captain Marvel fan. I really enjoy her. I think she's great. I liked her as Miss Marvel. I love her as Captain Marvel, if that makes sense. I love Carol Danvers. I'm excited to see Marvel, right? I'm excited that they're going to have 2 Captain Marvels essentially in the movie, I think. I mean, what's his name? Jude Law has been cast as Marvel. So I'm curious to see how they handle that. And I love the Kree. I mean, I'm really excited. And I love Skrulls. And I know there's going to be Skrulls in it. I just know it. I know it. I know it. So I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. The next title for Avengers 4. Ooh, it could be Avengers 4 Endgame. I've seen that a lot. A lot of people, a lot of speculation on that one. Because Doctor Strange says we're in the end game. I also, maybe Infinity Gauntlet. Could be Infinity Gauntlet. I don't know that it will be, but I love the Infinity Gauntlet comics, and I really hope they take a lot from that. I hope Warlock's a major player. I hope Nebula's a major player. So we'll see, but I don't know. But those are guesses. Ben Affleck and Suicide Squad. Oh my God. So am I that far behind in comments? I'm sorry, guys. It's crazy. Someone redacted their message, so I don't know what that says. They don't have a title for Avengers 4 because they don't want to give anything away yet. Yeah, I think that person was just asking me what I thought maybe it would be. Okay, since you're awful at comments, thanks. Okay, it just moved again. I did already talk about that, and I don't want to talk about it anymore, but thank you anyway, Alex. So we'll move along past that. I might do a live of that in the future, right? That's a good idea about upcoming movies. I have been discussing upcoming movies as well, okay? I put that this was going to be a discussion about Infinity War, and I said there was going to be spoilers. So I feel like it's kind of on you if you're watching this and you didn't want spoilers. Let's see. I think Hulk felt safer on Sakaar. Of course he did. He was champion, easily won. Yeah, he felt safe, and now he's scared, right? And maybe he just doesn't even want to deal with it, right? He can just sit back and not deal with it anymore. Hulk said people on Earth hated him. That's probably got something to do with it too. He knows Earth hates him, so what's he going to care, right? Why does he want to even bother, right? Oh, more people. Okay, well, if I talk too much, then you don't have to watch this. I'm sorry. I'm late to the party. I may have missed you answering this. How do you think Ant-Man and the Wasp will connect with Infinity War? Okay, I think I probably went over that again after you've said that, but I think they're going to kind of do their own thing. And I think one of them is going to disappear at the end. That is what I think. It is over an hour, guys. I have to go, but I will try to finish up these last few comments, okay? Let's see. Thor has definitely gotten a power boost. Yes, it's Stormbreaker, which is amazing. Even with the hammer, he seemed more durable than before. Yes. I think he's lost everything, right? What does he have to lose anymore? He might as well put it all out there. That's what I think. And he pretty much said that too. You guys definitely looked like you were. I had one drink. I really seriously had one drink. I'm telling you, in that video leaving the premiere, I had one drink and I think I was high on life, really. Like for me as a Marvel fan, spending my birthday seeing Avengers Infinity War and then being in the room with all the cast and crew and having a conversation with Kevin about my predictions for Avengers 4. Like it was just more than any Marvel fan could handle. I was high on life, I'll tell you. I need a Pop-Tart and a nap. Yeah, I hear you. I asked I was still someone I wasn't allowed to report that made me think it's true about Cassie. Wasn't? Oh, about Cassie. You weren't allowed. Oh, huh. Okay. Yeah. See, I think Cassie, I mean, she in the comic books, she's a young Avenger. So that's why I think she's going to be, I think we're going to see her as a young Avenger. And I think they're bringing the young Avengers into it. You think Pepper will have died? I mean, maybe. She definitely could have disappeared. I agree. I think there's going to be a lot of people that, I want to see the other side of repercussions, right? Like Aunt May, what's going to happen? She's going to know Peter disappeared. Is she going to disappear too? I don't know. I'm curious. I'm excited to find out. If Tony's done it for Mentor 4, it'd be cool if they used his voice as everyone for the asset. Oh, that would be cool. But you know what? That would be big bucks for Robert Downey Jr. And I don't think Marvel Studios wants to pay it. It's just my guess. If Tony survived his final, the Pepper had turned to dust. Yeah, I think that's possible. I really do, Dusty. I really, really turned to dust, Dusty. Sorry. That made me laugh. I don't know why. Anyways, yeah, that would suck, right? Thanks for the reply. Of course. What are your expectations for Deadpool 2? Do you want the X-Men? And I would love the X-Men in the MCU. It's probably going to be a while, but I would love it. I love the X-Men. I'm a huge X-Men fan. I have a tattoo of Rogue and Gambit on my back. So I'm a big, big fan. And I would love to see them in the MCU, but it has to be done well. Okay. Because we have Wanda already and really her dad's Magneto. And I kind of don't I'm curious what they would do with Magneto because it would be sad to have Magneto in the MCU, but they can't acknowledge he's her father. So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I almost would say don't even put Magneto in, but then how do you put the X-Men in without Magneto? I don't know. Expectations for Deadpool 2, I think it's going to be hilarious. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be action-packed. I think Peter is more than we think he is. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. It's going to be funny. It's going to be just as good as the first one, if not better. That's what I think. That's my opinion. I think Deadpool, and I hope Marvel, and I think they will, Marvel Studios, now that they have the rights to him, I think they'll keep it the way it is. I think he'll stay R-rated, and I don't think they're going to mess with that. What are your favorite and least favorite MCU movies? Ooh, Thor: Dark World, least favorite. Okay. Just wasn't my cup of tea. I mean, I liked it. I love all the MCU movies. So let's put it that way. It's just my least favorite of movies that I love. Favorite, I already went over my top 5 earlier. I've got to go with Guardians Volume 1. Just the humor. And I got a soft spot for the Guardians. So really, I'm super biased. So, maybe I'm not the one to ask. But that's up there along with Infinity War is up there. Iron Man because he started it all, right? And sentimental reasons. Do you think Thanos is a better villain than Killmonger? Ooh. Better fleshed out storyline. Yeah. See, here's the thing for me. I know a lot about Thanos going into the movie because I'm a comic book reader. So I think I don't catch as much as people who haven't read the comic books. I don't catch as, I don't know the right way to word this. For me, if there were any plot holes or any little holes about his past, they were easily filled by my comic book knowledge, right? And I didn't really notice it. Really for both of them. I thought Killmonger was great. I really liked that. I liked his whole storyline. I liked his whole background. And we saw a little bit of Thanos, but not much. Like I said, they left out the whole Lady Death thing, which I think was maybe a smart idea in the end. But, we'll see. Oh, my God. Okay, I said, yeah, you said your internet went out, and I said I save it so you can go back and watch it if you want. I'm not going to re-talk about things. RDJ has been paid over 200 million from Marvel. Yeah, they pay big for anything, including his voice. Exactly. So I don't think they'll have his voice, right? I just don't think that would be awesome if they used his voice as AI, but I don't think they will because that's big bucks. Big bucks. Yeah. Thanks, Gunblade Warrior. I figured that one out. Thanks for having my back. I do appreciate it. I know, Dusty. I know. Okay. Real quick, it's been an hour, 15 minutes. I gotta go get my kids, right? Is there anything else you want me to talk about? We're the movie, fantastic. Avengers 4 is gonna be a big deal. Big deal, right? The people who were dusted. I don't think they're really gone. Gamora probably really gone. Loki probably really gone. So that's kind of, I love you too, Dusty. And thanks for the little heart. I eat little sheep. That's kind of that's quite the name. Poor little sheep. But they are yummy, right? So I guess I can't blame you there. Anybody else? Anybody else? A year is too long to wait. I know, but we have a lot to hold us off, right? We've got Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's going to be awesome. We have what is the name of the Spider-Man movie, guys? Spider-Man Multiverse. It's something like that. It's very, very similar. Very, very similar. Gosh, I'm drawing a blank and I apologize, but we have that coming out, the animated movie that looks really good. Spider-Verse. Thank you. I'm like, what is it called? Into the Spider-Verse. That is what it's called. Oh, you like how I deal with weird comments. Thanks. I appreciate that. I try. That's all I can say. What else? We've got something else. What am I thinking? Guys, I lost my train of thought. We've got movies to hold us over, but we still have to wait a year, and that's going to be hard, and it's not going to be fun, and I'm not excited, but I think it will be worth it. Let's put it that way. I think Marvel knows what they're doing. I do. I'm ready for it to be over, but I'm not ready for it to be over because I think a lot of the characters are going to be done for good, right? Like I don't think Cap is going to be back, and I don't think Iron Man is going to be back. So I'm excited to see them in Avengers 4 and see their finale, so to speak. But I'm sad about it too, right? I hope Groot's back. I think Groot will be back. Yes, Captain Marvel. Yes, I knew I was forgetting another one. I'm like, I know there's another one. Yes, I know Captain Marvel's in March. Thank you, Dusty. And I think that's it. The highest grossing superhero movie ever. Oh, yeah, for sure. Should be, isn't it? If it's not, it's going to be. I don't even know. They're up to, someone said 808 million now. It's crazy. New Comic Wednesday, not today. Honestly, I got back from California for the Avengers Infinity War, and I haven't gotten to my local comic shop yet. But I am going to go probably tonight or tomorrow. So next week I'll be back on and talking about them all. And I should have finished No Surrender by then. So I'll talk all about that too. And I do apologize. But just not today. I haven't gotten around to going to the comic shop. I think Dark Phoenix X-Men next year. No, that's actually been pushed back, and it's not MCU anyway. It's not canon, right? Dark Phoenix. I'm not sure if they will if Marvel Studios is taking it over or not, but I do know it's been pushed back. If Cap dies, do you think Sam or Bucky will take up the mantle? 100%. I don't know that I want one of them to. I think it'd be nice for Cap to just kind of be not a thing for a while, but I do. In the comics, both of them have. I kind of hope it will be Falcon. But we'll see. I really like Falcon in the comics as a leader. And I like he went to Captain America and he went back to Falcon. So we'll see. I remember thinking when Spider-Man came out in 2002 that was going to do the best it was going to get. I know, right? To be 18 again. I hear you. I remember Iron Man. I was terrified when the first Iron Man came out because I was so afraid. I knew that it was going to set the tone, right? I knew it was either going to mean like no comic book movies ever again or like a ton of comic book movies. And I'm glad it went the way that it did because that made me really, really nervous. I'd rather have a Black Widow movie or Netflix series. Just for time-wise, a movie, right? So I'm really glad she's having her solo movie. I'm still not all caught up on Netflix. It's just so time consuming, guys. I just don't have the time. The one show that I'm like really caught up on is Legion, and I'm actually still behind one episode. But it's really good. I've watched the first Jessica Jones. I've watched the first Daredevil, and that's it. I know it's really bad. And I need to go back and watch. I know I do. It's just hard to find the time. It's so time consuming. And with 2 little kids, it's just, I can't watch that with them around. So I have to wait for them to go to bed. And then there's just other stuff I got to do. So it's really, really hard. So I'm glad she's getting a solo movie, except I'm also upset because a certain movie kind of just, took her whole backstory and decided to make its own movie. So we'll see. Okay, go or I'll never leave. I know my kids are just going to be sitting outside school waiting for me, and I'm just not going to show up because I'm sitting here blabbing to you guys, but I really, really enjoy talking to you guys. You're behind on Netflix shows too. Okay, so it's not just me. So I've just watched Jessica Jones, which I love, and Daredevil, which I love. I haven't watched anything else. I really haven't. So let's see. Let's see. Thank you, Dusty. I do appreciate that. And I appreciate that. I eat little sheep. I kind of love that name. It's growing on me. It's kind of sad, but I also kind of love it. So anyway, yes, it's been an hour and 20 minutes. So if you go to my main youtube.com/c/Mama's Geeky, I said there's my initial reaction leaving the theater, leaving the after party, I should say, of the world premiere on Monday. So you'll have to watch that. I also recently have my Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer reaction video to the second trailer. I also have my top 10 emotional moments from this movie, from Infinity War. Next week, I will be back doing comic book stuff. I promise. I just really, really haven't been able to get to the store. I've been so busy. I was at the premiere and all, guys. So, it was awesome. So I was doing that. That was what I was doing. And then I was coming home and writing about it. And my kids were on school break, so I wanted to spend time with them because I hadn't seen them for a few days. And so I apologize, but I will get to the store this week. And next Wednesday, I promise you, I'll be back. We'll be talking about it. Get No Surrender, so we can talk about it. And I promise you I'll finish reading them this week. And next week we'll talk about No Surrender. We'll talk about, I don't know that we finished talking about Rogue and Gambit. So we'll talk about that. I think we finished talking about Winter Soldier and Hawkeye, but we'll talk about that. And whatever other new comics come out. I promise you. So go to your comic shop and we'll read those. And you want Infinity War to be 3 hours. I'll tell you, it was 2 hours and 36 minutes and it went by like an hour, right? It ended so fast. I really thought, I was like, oh, it's over. I thought we had a good hour left at least. So it's really good. Anyways, I'm going to go. I got to get my kids, but thanks for watching. Again, next week I'll be back and we'll be talking comic books. So if you have any comic books you want me to read before next week to talk about, either put it in my discussion, comment on this video once it goes up, or send me a tweet at Mama's Geeky. I eat little sheep. Bye, guys. Have a great day, okay? And make sure you go see Infinity War again because it's such a good movie. Bye, guys.